I'm going to go to content. And I already showed you this in class, but it can't hurt so that you can see where to find it again. If you go down to the bottom, right, on the left it says Getting Started, Resources and Activities. If you go down to the bottom, you'll see the WSCC MyLabsPlus Help Sheet. You might also, if you don't want to keep going back here, just jot down the information, right? It's ws.mylabsplus.com, Walter State ID, 6-digit date of birth. You click on that. From there, mine fills in automatically. We're going to sign in. You will probably see a screen, if you can get in, right, that looks a little bit like this. It'll have course, home, and reading skills. Obviously, you won't have manage course right there. So under reading skills, you're going to go to learning path. Okay. And now, obviously, you'll want to complete these introductory things by going through them. You don't have to hit play, but you can if you want to, and it'll read through it for you there. Some of them you have to click forward. So now remember, there's two components to the grade as I went through in class. The recall section that gives you one chance, and then practice 1, 2, and 3. Now remember, you can always use your textbook for the recall section so that you don't miss these things. This is not really a quiz. This is finishing the work there. So you're supposed to get a 70 to go forward, but I think it will let you go forward regardless. This first one, I'm just going to go through it a little bit more slowly than I did in class so that you have those. Then I'll go through 2 of the practice ones. All right, words in italics and bold. They stand out, right? So that must mean that they're important there. When reading, try to blank what the writer will say as a way of becoming involved in the reading. So they've got pretend, prepare, pre-read, and predict. If you're reading something, you're most involved when you're actively thinking about where it's going. So you're predicting in this particular case. When you're reading carefully, it's a good idea to blank what you read and create mental images. So creating mental images is visualizing something. After reading, one way to review is to, all right, so one of the things you can do is summarize it in your own words to review it. The mnemonic SQ3R, we've got survey, question, read, recite, and review. So remember throws us off there, but it's survey, question, read, recite, review. Active reading strategies help you break down complex reading assignments, such as textbook chapters, into smaller parts that are more manageable, right? And that's something in your own writing. If you write huge paragraphs, you want to be breaking those up so that they're digestible, because reading a whole big wall of text can be intimidating. The 3 steps in active reading are pre-reading, reading, and review. When we say pre-reading activates prior knowledge, you mean it helps us, well, recall or remember what we know about the subject. Turning titles and headings into, okay, footnotes helps you to focus your, questions, right? You're asking questions about those. And then reading the summary first, which is kind of a breakdown. Some articles have that at the beginning called an abstract. Gives the reader a preview of the most important concepts. Okay, so we submit the activity. You always have to submit it for it to count. All right, we're going to go through 2 of the next ones. We go back to the learning path. We're going to go through practice 1 and 2 very quickly here, but I am going to try to give you enough reasoning to understand why. These ones, this first one, are not hard, right? But later on, there's some, like picking out the main idea, that become far more challenging. So I'm going to read the paragraph. Cellular phones. For most people, cell phones are a welcome addition to a busy on-the-go lifestyle. Cell phones offer many benefits. Because of wireless phones, parents are more likely to keep up with their teenage children. Drivers faced with roadside emergencies can reach help. Some cell phones even allow access to email and the internet. This access allows workers to stay in touch with their offices. However, cell phones also present some real problems. Dialing while driving takes attention from the road, and in an instant a car can drift off the road or into oncoming traffic. Talking while driving presents the same risk. Surprising or bad news can cause the driver to think about the conversation instead of the traffic. Finally, some experts fear cell phones because cell phones use radio frequency waves. Experts question the safety of constantly putting radio frequency waves close to the head. Overall, cell phones do create immediate contact, but they might also present some risks. So what question can we ask ourselves here? So we want to ask one that seems to actually fit the topic. What are the risks of using a cell phone? That's a small part. How do they help parents? That's a small part. What are the benefits? That's half of it. What are the advantages and disadvantages? I think that's the best question to ask that encompasses everything. All right, great. What is one of the benefits to using it? Okay, so it mentions that if there's a car drift or something like that, that they can help in case of emergency. So we've already kind of dealt with that. Prior knowledge in what area would help you understand this passage better? All right. So it's talking about cell phone use. We've got cell phone plans. That's irrelevant. It doesn't matter how much it costs. This is a general cell phone thing. City laws on cell phone use might affect your use in the car, but it's not only about the car. It's talking about a busy on-the-go lifestyle. Those are in the first sentence there. So which of these works? Cell phones use for today's lifestyle. Okay. Skim this passage. What is the topic? Okay, so risks of driving, that's a small part. Benefits of cell phone, that's a small part. Danger of radio frequencies, a very small part. Benefits and risks fits the most of the information that we have, obviously. Okay, eating healthy on college campuses. This is a new paragraph. So usually there's 2 reading sections per section here. Many college students may find it hard to fit a well-balanced meal into the day, but eating breakfast and lunch are important to keep energy levels up and get the most out of your classes. If your campus is like many others, you've probably noticed a distinct move toward fast food restaurants in your student unions. Eating a complete breakfast that includes complex carbohydrates and protein and bringing a small healthy snack such as carrots or an apple to class are ways to ensure you fit meals into your day. If you must eat fast food, follow the tips below to get more nutritional bang for your buck. As for nutritional analyses, most fast food chains now have them. Order salads. Be careful about what you add to them. Taco salads and Cobb salads are high in fat, calories, and sodium. I'm going to let you skim that one. If you must have fries, check to see what type of oil is used to cook them. Okay? Avoid giant sizes. Refrain from ordering extra sauce. Limit beverages. At least once per week, substitute a vegetable-based meat substitute. Maintain a nutritious diet within the confines of student life can be challenging, right? However, if you take the time to plan healthy meals, you'll find you're eating better, enjoying it more, actually saving money. So this gives you a breakdown, right? So the topic here, finding healthy choices on college campuses, planning healthy snacks, eating 3 healthy meals every day, choosing a healthy fast food. What was one of the main components? Student life is at the beginning and at the end. So I'm going to say finding healthy choices on college campuses. If we review the top, it says eating healthy on college campuses. Obviously, the title is important there. The rest of them don't have anything about college. All right. Knowledge about which area can help you understand this passage? Well, energy levels, college meal plans, fast food, none of those seem to fit as much as understanding nutrition in general, which is a lot of those bullet points. Okay. What should you ask yourself as you read through the bullet points? What toppings? How can I make healthy choices when I eat fast food? Which restaurants offer the healthiest choices? How can I substitute meat in a fast food restaurants? So, most fast food chains. Okay, it's talking about fast food chains there quite a bit. Fries, giant sizes. So I'm going to say it's how can I make healthy choices when I eat fast food? Okay, great, it is. All right. 2 more questions on this. When you scan the bullet points, what do you find out about ordering a salad? Order salads. Be careful about what you add. You should be careful about the toppings you add on your salad. Okay, great. It's not always as clear-cut as this one is. If you're taking notes on the first paragraph, what should be written in the margins? Many college students may find it hard to fit a well-balanced. Eating breakfast and lunch. If your campus is like many, eating a complete breakfast, blah, 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 healthy snack. Okay, so we've got something about starting with a healthy breakfast and bringing healthy snacks to your classes when we skimmed that. If you were going through it in detail, I think that fits the best. Let's see. All right, great. So those are the main points there. You got to look through it and pick out the things that are actually there in a summary. And then remember, at the end, we're going to submit it. Okay, we're going to do one. I know I went a little bit quickly there, but I did want to get you a sense of how these things work here. Let's do one more. Dizziness. Okay, already, right? I'm thinking about, this is about dizziness. It's a feeling of being unbalanced or spinning. It occurs when someone is not eaten or has an inner ear infection. You notice I'm skimming right now. Most causes of dizziness are not serious. If the dizziness does not go away, a physician should be consulted. Numbness or tingling, sign of stroke. As with any emergency, keep the patient calm, comfortable, relaxed. When they feel the dizziness is past, stand up slowly, get plenty of rest. So I just skimmed it. You'll want to go back and actually read it more carefully. What do you do when the dizziness is accompanied by numbness or tingling? I find that up here. Numbness or tingling, call emergency services immediately. Okay, so just from scanning it, I was able to get that answer. Prior knowledge in what area could help you understand this passage better? I'm going to say mechanics, accounting, and teaching have nothing to do with dizziness, even though sometimes I do feel dizzy. Nursing, right? Nursing there. Okay, good. What question could you ask yourself to help you stay focused as you read this entire passage? When are you supposed to take the patient? What causes dizziness and how can it be treated? I'm going to assume that's the best one, but let's read the others. What are the most common causes? That's a small part. What do you need to do during any medical emergency? That's a very small part. So we're going to hit C here. What causes dizziness? Your letters may not match, so you need to check that. You need to make sure your answers are matching. Okay, what is the topic? I'm going to say the causes and treatment of dizziness are the topic, because that's the big idea, right? If you're asked to summarize this passage, which active reading strategy would be helpful? It has a whole bunch of information, okay? So it's not necessarily the vocabulary. We're analyzing it, looking for context clues is what we're doing. We need to highlight and annotate the most important parts so they stick out there. Okay, great. It won't always be that, right? The structure of that paragraph did that. All right, employment in the casino industry. I'm just going to skim through it once again. People enjoy playing games like lotteries, card games, other games of chance can find employment in the casino industry. Okay, great. Most of them are in the casinos. What are the career opportunities? Gaming supervisors. Make sure that players and workers are following the rules. Gaming managers and gaming dealers. What qualifications? You'll need a degree in hospitality or special training. So we have three big sections here. You can find employment in the casino. These are the opportunities. These are the qualifications. What is the last career the author mentions in paragraph 2? Gaming dealers, where it says finally. We were looking for the word finally there. Gaming dealers. Having prior knowledge in what area could help you better understand it. I'm going to say casino games. Las Vegas might apply, but the other one are just a little bit too specific. Okay, great. What can you find out about employment in the casino industry? Okay. Careers and qualifications needed. Those are two big sections there. Great. What would be the best statement to include in a summary about this passage? The variety of careers in the casino industry require a degree of special training. That's good. Let's see the others. Gaming dealers operate the games in the casino. That's a small part. It's easy. It never says it's easy. It doesn't say anything there. It says there's opportunities. Gaming managers are responsible. That's very specific. So we're going to go with the variety of careers in the casino that require a degree. Okay, great. Okay, last question, and now we hit submit. And we are done with that. So if you have any problems or concerns, I'm going to be uploading that. You can do practice 3 on your own there, and you have 2 chances. Okay, let me know if you can't access MyLabsPlus. Good luck with everything. Hopefully this will get you started.